Congratulations to Maya from the group XG. I think I and all the fans are extremely happy about the fact that she made this decision to face the stage alone, to face the audience alone. For me, personally, I thought it was a waste of her voice, for her not to sing, not to do a solo, like the other girls. And although I also wish for Coconut to do solos, Jurin, and also Harvey, but it was already a waste for them not to do solos. But with Maya, it was even more so. She has a very beautiful voice in group performances, as you saw in my Christmas reaction. In those two videos, where they sing on the It's Live show. So, let's watch this video from Kayla's channel. By the way, I don't know how Kayla always manages to get videos with good camera audio. It's great that she does, because it allows us to analyze better. So, if you want to see the original, look it up below. I'll leave the title in the description. So, she is performing the piece Speechless, which is from Alladin, composed by Naomi Scott. And this song has lyrics about struggle, resistance, someone who is fighting against the tide, under pressure, a certain social pressure. This person is trying to find the strength to keep going forward, even with opposition from others. Let's see how Maya delivers this to us. I watched this video once, yesterday, but as a fan, and I was amazed by everything. But now I want to try to analyze it. Let's see what this camera allows us to analyze.
Here comes a wave of touch, a tide that is taking me under. Swallow me tender for nothing to say. My blood drowned out in the thunder, but I won't cry, and I won't start to crumble. Whenever they try to shut me up, cut me down.
Okay, so she is using a playback track, slightly ahead of her voice. This recording is different from the one I heard yesterday. In the one I heard yesterday, it was even more noticeable. Here, it's a bit less, but her voice is still slightly pulled back. It's understandable, since it's her first time performing this song. It's natural that she chooses to do it safely. So, there's nothing wrong with that. Up until this point, there's very little vibrato in her voice. Normally, you'd hear both Chiza and Jorio with a lot of vibrato, even in this range here, which is mid-low for her, I'm not sure. But I think it's quite low for her. But her voice is steady. Few ornaments. But it's a timbre that fits well in a more forward vocal placement, which is very noticeable in her voice, even in speech, even in rap. It's a voice that naturally has a certain projection, maybe due to her physiology, her rounder, slightly larger face. That might even contribute to this characteristic. Really more aggressive in her voice, as I mentioned in the previous video. She did a very beautiful falsetto here. Here, she performed a difficult falsetto. She did an appoggiatura, so it's a direct leap. Here, I don't know exactly what the interval was, but she transitions from chest or head voice, wherever she is, and jumps straight to the note, up there, already in falsetto. So those two higher notes are done in falsetto. Here, it's a bit covered by the playback that is accompanying, but I didn't notice something that is usually noticeable. Between the playback and the singer's voice, there's usually a slight imprecision in the singer's voice, and we can tell the difference from the playback. Here, I didn't notice that. So apparently, from what we can hear here, she did her falsetto well. It was well executed. So in this first section, really, there are a few embellishments. I heard a yodel, where in certain moments, she does a kind of cry, a painful interpretation. That sound, I can't reproduce. I've never used this technique, but it's an attempt to imitate this. At some moments, she does this, where she transitions from head or chest voice, wherever she is, and in a matter of milliseconds, she jumps to falsetto and comes back. Both men and women can do this. I don't know if I can find it here. I won't be able to show the exact moment, anyway. But that was the characteristic of the beginning of the song. So really, she didn't use a lot of vibratos or embellishments, but she did very well in the high region, in this high transition. It's a really low register for her. So that jump that in the first part, she did in falsetto. Now she used her head voice. And you can notice the difference. So now it takes on a different characteristic. More aggressive, really like a complaint. Now with a bit more anger. It matches the lyrics. This adds more strength and a sense of lament. More lamentation, and that's exactly the idea. So she did it differently now, creating this contrast. And she executed this leap. Very well, very well. There was no pitch issue. But I would still reduce. I would lower the playback and bring her voice forward. But it's all good. Everything is perfect. It's completely understandable for her to do this. I hope that here in Brazil she performs this piece. And with a little less playback, already more confident. They are coming to Brazil in April, and I'll be at the concert. I'll show you all everything. But I don't know how I'll do it. But anyway, I'll try to show as much as possible to you. But she is doing very well here. And yes, that beginning is really at the lower limits of her range. She came in with less volume, but it's stable. She delivered well. She is standing still, not performing, with much freedom of movement so far. But she's doing well. belting used. This is her full voice, her strong voice. I really regret it. Honestly, I wish her voice was more forward than the playback. Because she has the power, she has the quality for it. But again, it's totally understandable, but I wish I could hear her voice more purely. In the high notes, she really reminds me of Chiza. I actually like her tone in these highs, a little more than Chiza's, and it's reminding me a lot of her. The tones and placements are very similar, also because of the technical training that XG has. So you will notice the similarities between any of them when they perform high-performance pieces. The placements and tones tend to be more uniform, making their voices sound similar. Only Juria has a very distinctive voice, so she doesn't always sound like Chiza. But there is a strong resemblance between Maya's and Chiza's voices, and in this high note where she's at the extreme, she really nailed it, and also sounded quite similar to Chiza. But I still think some vibrato is missing here. Great. Standing still from start to finish, she was focused on her vocal technique. It was wonderful. Spectacular. It was great that she did this. She had to go on stage and do a solo. It would have been a waste of her voice not to. One truly stand by this. I hope that soon she gains more confidence to perform this piece with the playback vocals turned down a bit. She has the quality. Absolutely. All the girls do. But each of them progresses at their own pace. They are very young. But we always want to see them at the top, doing everything, so we can feel moved. But they are still very young, so they are developing and will grow a lot. In the long run, this is Maya's first step towards that. It's really good. She was probably inspired, as we saw in that extra, where she was standing at the edge of the stage, watching Chiza. I think that really inspired her to do this. Her sister inspired her to do this for sure. And she took the courage. Now we get to enjoy another soloist. In XG, I really liked her tone, and it's a tone that, with time, development, and more performances, she will really bring great quality to every piece she performs. Congratulations again to Maya. Everyone was waiting for this. So if you like this video, this reaction, leave a like and comment below. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and consider supporting by using the super thanks button or through PayPal in the first comment, okay? See you soon.